Welcome to United Radio, home of the UMFL, United Madden Football League, building a Madden community one brick at a time.
What's up, world? It's your boy RocLo in the building. It's long overdue, but United Radio is back on the air. We got our first radio show in quite some time, and it is yours truly, the voice everybody loves to hate, here bringing you the UMFL Season 4 season predictions. You got just me today, so sit back, relax, and get comfortable with the voice that I know everybody's just been missing. Couldn't wait to hear from again. I want to welcome everybody to the show. I want to thank everybody for supporting and being part of the league for so long. We're here in season 4 now. Everybody on staff, everybody that's a coach, I just want to say thank you for being a part of the UMFL and the United Madden football community as we move forward and we try to just bring to you a great place to enjoy competing in the Madden League. We got a lot to look forward to this season. We're currently in week 4 of season 4, and what I wanted to present to everybody was the season predictions of how I saw things playing out going forward this season. There's a lot of new coaches. There's a lot of coaches that have been here from the beginning, so we have a little history with some coaches, and we know what we could expect from them or what to anticipate from them. So all that taken into account, I went game by game, and I predict every win, every loss from week 1 all the way through week 17, and I came up with what I believe will be the final standings. My partner in crime saw him off, wanted to be a part of this radio show, and I told him he can take a back seat, and he'll pop up on the next one. I want to introduce everybody, even though he's not on the show, to MJ Football 503, the newest staff member. I'm sure he wanted to be on the show as well, but what better way to kick off the season radio show than with your commissioner on his own, sitting here going over the season predictions with the manliest drink in his hand. Nice little white wine glass as we go into these season predictions. So, before we get into them, let me just give you a preview of what you guys have to look forward to as the season kicks off. Radio shows are always a big thing for us, so we're going to try to get back into more consistent shows. This show will be the first of the season, and as we usually do, what I'm a fan of, everybody's a fan of, is live radio shows. So this show will go on, and then Thursday evening, time to be announced, we're planning on having a live radio show where we'll go over the actual current standings in the UMFL and give everybody a chance to call in, get on the show, give their input onto how their season's going, give their input into what they thought of the season predictions, whatever you want to get off your chest. Thursday night, we're going to have another show. It'll be live streamed, and you'll be able to call in and just speak your mind. It's all about coach and community interaction. So Thursday night will be the live show where everybody can get in on that. So I'm off wanted this show to be that. Middle finger to him. Sometimes you gotta just put your foot down and, as the commish, make executive decisions. So this show will be just me giving you my predictions. Thursday night, we'll get in touch with everybody here. Whoever wants to come on the show will come on, and we'll get rolling. So, all that said, without further ado, we're currently in week 4, as I said. Advance is upcoming, but I wanted to get these predictions out to you ASAP. I did these when we were in the midst of week 1, so forgive me if things are not progressing as anticipated, but these are the season predictions as I saw them as they would play out at the start of the season. All right, so we're going to get right into it. I don't want to drag this out. We're going to start. I always like to start in this division. I don't know why. AFC East. We're going to go there, and let's see what we got. We got the Miami Dolphins. Smart remark, host. I got him going 10-6 and just edging out Alex's Jets, who go 9-7. Smart remark, host. This is his second season with us. He joined in the midst of last season and took over a Dolphins team that was, I'm not going to say struggling. This division was kind of up in flux all throughout the season, but they were up and down. And he came in, and what I saw from him, it was enough for me to believe that he has what it takes to take this division down. Alex has always got something up his sleeve. And full disclosure, I know this is season predictions. We're not supposed to be talking about current what's going on, but I just finished playing the Jets, and Alex kicked my ass, beat me up and down, beat me in all aspects of everything, man. So I know he has a lot to bring to the table. I have him going 9-7. I'm not changing that prediction because I've seen him do some good things. I've seen him do some bad things. But I think the Dolphins, smart remark host, I think he's going to do just enough to take this division. And like I said, I went through the schedule. I went game by game, who's going to win what. And I think in the end, smart remark host 10-6, Alex 9-7, just falls short of the division. Buffalo Bill, he's been with us since we started back in season 1. He's been improving season by season by season. I've seen him play some very good coaches, very tough, and I'm sure he's gonna 6-10 might be his best record that he's had yet. And as we go forward, I'm sure he's going to do better and better and better. But I think he's just not there yet. By the end of this edition, I think he'll be giving guys a run. His defense has come up quite a bit. His offense still needs some work to get rolling. But I've seen him play NFC Giants tough as hell. And, you know, if anybody doesn't know, I'm big fan of what the Giants bring to the table. So Buffalo Bill, I got him at 6-10. I would love for him to prove me wrong and flip that and go 10-6 and make this a competitive division. That would make my day, because there's nothing more I like to see than a hardworking coach come from the bottom and rise on up. So I got him at 6-10. Then to close out that division, I got the New England Patriots at 4-12. They're coached by OG Willie 60, and he's just gonna suffer from not knowing. This is his first season here. He joined us before the draft. He did his draft and everything, but when you don't know something, you can't overstate what you expect from them. And I don't know anything about this guy, so if I don't know you, I can't bet on you. He may have played his week 1 game. I may have judged it off of that, but he may have not played it. But I got him at 4-12 to close out that division. I think it's smart remark host division to lose. I know we said we'll get into the current state of standings and stuff on the Thursday show, but I will say, as it stands now, I think the Jets are undefeated. They might be 4-0 at this point. The Dolphins, I think, are 2-1. So those two guys are at the top of the division, as expected. The Jets haven't lost yet, and the Dolphins are a game back. So by the end of the season, I think that'll all flip. I still think Dolphins division, they take it. Jets come up short of the division, and it'll be a fight back and forth between the two of them. Despite the fact that the Dolphins win the division, I will say in the end, the Jets make the playoffs. 9-7, they end up with the 6th seed. This is when I say I went the game by game, tiebreakers are taken into consideration. Everything is taken into consideration. So Dolphins 10-6, they're gonna end up being the 4th seed in the AFC, and the Jets are gonna end up being the 6th seed in the AFC. So 1, 2, 3 play 6. So the Jets will play the 3 seed. They won't meet up in the playoffs in the wild card round, but that's what we got for that division. And like I said, Alex is off to a hot start. He's got a run game going. He's got everything going. Haven't really paid much attention to what the Dolphins got going on, but I know they're 2-1 going into week 4. So we'll see what he can do. Don't disappoint me, man. Just handle your business and do what you got to do. So that said, that's the AFC East and how I see it shaking out. Anybody got a problem with that, come see me, let me know. Or just prove me otherwise. All right, so we're going to move from East and we're going to go West. And in the West, I got my man Mills. All right, this is also his 2nd season. He came in last season, took over the Chargers. And I'm pretty sure I remember him doing pretty damn solid. And just looking at the rest of his division, it's his to lose. It's his to lose. Full disclosure, the Raiders, I got him at 5-11 with Callie Carpenter. Callie is no longer the Raiders coach, so that can change easily. But let's see. I just want to give you guys the proper information here. The new Raiders coach, just so he's not offended here by the new Raiders coach, is my man J-Rock, right? J-Rock MB. So J-Rock MB was in the league when we first started. He's returned. When he was here, he was doing solid. He did a solid to start. So I would say the Raiders, if it was Cali, I got him at 5-11. J-Rock, I think, will do a little better than that, but not enough to upset what Mills got going on here. They started off 0-2 under Coach Cali. Cali was replaced. J-Rock came in. He played his first game. He lost. So they're 0-3 going into week 4. So we'll see what starting off 0-3, what can J-Rock put together. But in the end, I think there's not even a chance of anybody else taking this division from Mills. I think he's going to run away with it easy. And unless somebody proves me wrong, last season the Chiefs and saw him off, made the playoffs. I got them this season going 8-8 and missing the playoffs. That would be par for the course for Solomoff. Staff or not, he's not really a playoff kind of guy, if you know what I mean. So I got him at 8-8, not being a threat to anybody. He has all that offensive firepower. He has all that speed, and all that's going to result for him, I think, is a 500 record, not sniffing anybody. I mean, technically he'd be a game out of the wild card spot. So he'll compete for a wild card spot, but I can't see him doing better than 8-8. Bossman 2606 and the Broncos, another newcomer, first season, same as we had in the AFC East with the Patriots. Don't know much about him. I can tell you that as we sit here in week 4, he is 1-2. so nothing impressive that I could really scream about. Uh, so I'll stick by my prediction, 4-12, until he shows me otherwise. So Mills, this is your division. Don't blow it. You're sitting at 2-1 as we're sitting in week 4. I think you're on pace. I think you'll be on pace for 11-5. I think Saw, if he finds a way to execute that offense, he could be an annoyance. But 8 games max. This is your division, Mills. Take it. Um, Saw, he can't put up a fight. This is your division. Run away with it. If J-Rock and the Raiders can do something and come from that 0-3 hole and make something happen, that would be an enjoyable thing to watch. But I think that hole is a little rough for him. That team's not really built as he would like to build it, so it might take him a little bit. Mills division, moving on. One playoff team from this division. Nobody else has a chance. Now, let's go to the North. And we got the Browns. Beast. I got him going 13-3. He's back-to-back Super Bowl champs. He's beat the Rams in each of the Super Bowls he's played in. Just even predicting him to go 13-3 just gives me a little heartburn and a little saltiness oozes out from me because I played him as the Titans. I played him in the AFC Championship, a game I think I should have won hands down. I think the guy scored one offensive touchdown, but every other aspect of the game, it was unbelievable. He had a field goal block for a touchdown return. He had a kickoff return for a touchdown. He had a pick six. Like, whatever, any way that you can score, I think he scored. So a little salty, but he went to the Super Bowl. He beat Gill. He beat the Rams. He took his second Super Bowl championship of this edition. Back-to-back champions, and you can't knock him, right? So I got him going 13-3. I'm until somebody can knock him off. There's nothing else you can say except he's going to run through everybody. And that's all you can say. I think he went undefeated last season. So there's that. The Steelers are his biggest competition in this division, and they cannot figure out how to beat him to save their life. If they could, it would be a beautiful thing to watch. It would be a beautiful division to monitor, but Steelers are almost a lock to go 0-2 against the Browns, and the Browns are taking that division. All right, so Browns 13-3, 16-0, 15-1, whatever you want to say. Browns will be 13-3. I know they got the Titans on their schedule, and I'm damn sure looking forward to that. But they'll take this division hands down. Legion of Slugs and the Steelers. He's a talented coach. He always seems to underachieve from what I expect from him. I always expect him to do better than he seems to do, but I think he'll fight for a playoff spot. Actually, based on the games and the predictions and everything, how I ran it down, and we'll throw up a playoff preview down the line based on these predictions. But at 9-7, Steelers make the playoffs as the 5 seed. I got them right ahead of the Jets based on tiebreakers. So you have 2 playoff teams from this division, just like the AFC East. You have the Browns, who will be the number 1 seed, and you'll have the Steelers, who I'll have as the number 5 seed. Dre Breezy as the Ravens. I got him going 8-8. That might even be worse now because first game of the season, Lamar Jackson went down with the injury. So I don't know how that's going to play for him. 8-8 is his best case scenario right now, especially with no Lamar. I don't even know who his backup is. Doesn't matter. No Lamar, no chance at anything. 8-8, best case scenario. Ralph-O-Matic, the Bengals. First of all, Bengals not that good. Second of all, Ralph-O-Matic, new coach, don't know anything about him. So He suffers from the same thing as other new coaches. Don't know you, not betting on you. Um, but the difference, we're in week 4 and he's 4-0. So he's he's already, unless he's going 0-12 the rest of the way, he's already putting these predictions to shame. This division overall, combined, we got 4, 7, 8, 9, 11-2. All these teams combined are 11-2. So the Bengals 4-0, the Browns are 3-0, Steelers 2-1, Ravens 2-1. So this is a rough looking division. All right. In the end, I stand by what I say. Obviously, the Bengals, unless they really just fall off the face of the earth, are not going to go 4-12. But this will be the final standings right here. Browns will be on top. Steelers, Ravens, Bengals. Mark my words. Legion of Slugs, if you're listening, you got some competition in this division now. You can't just half-ass your way through this season. The Browns are going to be on top, but you got 2 other teams in your division. You better make some noise if you want to actually make the playoffs, as I'm predicting you will. All right? We'll move on from the North. The South, my division. Won this division last year. Got myself to the AFC Championship. That's me right there. Tennessee Titans, RocLo. I got myself going 12-4. I may have jumped the gun. I may have overstated what I was anticipating. Myself going 12-4. Typically, me and Dre will battle for this division. That's just how it goes. Every game we play is rough. We played week 2. He beat me 6-3. It's just always a defensive battle. This was more based on Dre's shakiness of internet action that I have him at 9-7. I think this will actually be a fight to the finish for the division. I'm not only saying that because of the current standings, but I think that's how it'll play out. I think when I went game by game, by week 4, I had myself at 3-1, with my only loss coming to the Cardinals. I did lose to the Cardinals, but I also lost to the Jets, and I also lost to the Jaguars. So instead of 3-1, I'm 1-3. So after a 1-3 start, to go 11-1 the rest of the way is kind of meh. We'll see how it goes, but in the end, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna take this division. Big Dre, he may not go 9-7 considering he started off 3-1. So maybe he'll go 10-6. That sounds like about his kind of record. It'll be between me and him. Juan Lucas and Lindsey, the Texans and the Colts, they're fighters, but they've never shown me anything to show that they're to be feared. So I think they'll compete. These records for them, 3-13, 4-12, that's just because as I went game by game, I just was like, oh no, they're not gonna win. They're not gonna win that game. They could each be closer to like 7-9, 6-10, maybe 8-8 for the peak for Juan Lucas, maybe, you know. But this is a 2-team race. This is the Titans. This is the Jaguars. One of us will take this division, and the other will miss the playoffs. Oof. As this prediction stands, if the Jags go 9-7 and I go 12-4, the Jags miss the playoffs. So, Dre, if you're hearing me now, don't go 9-7 because this prediction means you ain't gonna make the playoffs, and you don't want to miss the playoffs in another league. Wouldn't losing the division to me. You know, you gotta get it together, man. Just get it together. You started off solid. The Jags actually started off 3-1, so you're on the road. Just stay the course, and you'll be all right. You're not beating me next time we play. I'll tell you that much. So keep it together. Don't finish 9-7 because you're gonna lose tiebreakers, and the Steelers and the Jets are gonna get over you, as per these predictions. All right. So we went East, we went West, we went North, we went South. That concludes the AFC. I got the Browns as the number 1 seed, 13-3. I got myself, the Titans, the number 2 seed at 12-4. Fingers crossed. I got the number 3 seed as the Chargers at 11-5. I got the number 4 seeds, the Dolphins at 10-6. 5 seed Steelers 9-7. 6 seed Jets 9-7. All right, we'll hit you with a playoff picture down the line. Let's hop to the NFC. No lollygagging here. We'll get right to the NFC, and we'll go right to the. Where are we gonna go? We're gonna go north. No, we're gonna go NFC East, baby. Why NFC East? Because I just gotta shout out my guy here, the youngin, Wonder Slug, and the Giants. Been hyping this guy up since season 1. He's the Giants. He hit the playoffs last year. I tell you what, man. He made the playoffs, and he ran into some tough competition over there in the NFC. You have Mac Daddy. Or last season, you had Mac Daddy. You had Gill. You had Jonesy. You had Betts. It was just rough. It was rough over there. You got B Fine and the Cardinals. It was rough, but I'm a hitch my wagon to him. I think he and the Redskins will compete for this division. I think in the end, between him and Russell Wilson and his running back Saquon, I think the Giants take this division. I think it's a knockout fight between the Redskins and the Giants for this division, but I think Wonder Slug pulls it out. I think Betts falls just short at 11-5. Depending on how both of those games play out between the two, will determine how things rock out. And then behind that, we got the Eagles dub. I got him going 7-9. Sifu going 6-10. I will say this: Dub is a new coach, and he's the only new coach I don't have at the bottom of his division. Sifu and the Cowboys. Sifu, solid coach, but he just seems to lose all the close games. So when going game by game, I just couldn't see him pulling out over these close coaches. Dub, I had at 7-9. I was just very impressed with him as he started off the season, week 1. And as we sit right now, he's 3-0. So he's leading his division right now. So who knows how this will play out? But as bigger sample size, I think things will come into perspective. I think the Giants take the division. I think Betts is fighting. I got 11-5. It's a 1-game difference. The way they split those 2 games during the season could make a big difference. And Dub can't be slept on. I don't know nothing about him, but I know this: he's undefeated so far, and that's a problem. So, Betts, Wonder Slug, watch those Eagles and win every damn game you can, because I don't like to be wrong in my predictions. So, we'll see how that shakes out for them over there. My money is on Slug. Going 12-4, I have him finishing as the 2 seed. So, winner of this division, whether it's the Redskins or the Giants, is going to be the 2 seed. So, that's going to be interesting to watch as they fight for it, whether it's the Redskins or the Giants. Sorry, Dub. Whoever wins this division, whether it's the Redskins, the Giants, or the Eagles, because they're undefeated right now, and that'd be disrespectful for me not to include them. Sifu, just do something. Do something. Make some noise. Make me respect you a little bit more. All right. So that's the NFC East. Wonder Slugs and Betts to fight for. Dubs to come in and just knock down the door as a newcomer that takes over. Let's hit the West and these damn Cardinals, man. I played them, got down 21-0 to them, came back, went up 28-21 on them. Knocked out their running back, knocked out their quarterback, and they're just still firing, man. They got speed. They got offense. They just got offense. So whoever thinks or wants to try to take these guys down, you better play some damn good defense, and you better watch out for his damn speed. But I be fine. This is his second season. He came in last season as well, and immediately it was clear that he was problematic. Him and Mac Daddy were doing battles. Um, Last season, as the Rams, Gill was battling with him. Be fine. He's got a lot going on. So if you're not defensively savvy, you're gonna get torched. So I've seen him torch people. I've gotten torched by him. So I got him going 13-3. Um, I also have Mac Daddy going 13-3. He's class act all the way through. He's probably the most knowledgeable of the game in the league, of this Madden game. Seahawks Mac Daddy probably knows the most of anybody in this league. So no matter what team he has, give him the worst team in the league. He's going to compete. He's going to tweak. He's going to scheme. He's going to figure it out. He's been consistently good. He's got a solid team. I'm not really sure who he got playing quarterback right now, but I know he's going to make it work. It's going to be a fight between these two, the Cardinals and the Seahawks, to the end of the season. They're both undefeated at 3-0 right now, and it's depending on. I guess I assume they'll split the season series. Even if they don't, I'd probably lean towards Be Fine taking it, but they're gonna whoever wins this division is gonna be the 1 seed. The next one will be the 5 seed because they'll have such a great record. But those two guys are, I think, with no Jonesy, with no Gill, those are your front runners to represent the NFC. It'll be interesting. Doc is a new coach. Sweets is also a new coach. So here you go. The Rams are just built solidly. They Gill before Doc was the coach, and took them to 2 Super Bowls. They got the morale. They got everything you need to be a good team. He started off 1-2, but I think he'll parlay that into a 9-7 record, which if that was the AFC, it would sound good. But 9-7 as the Rams in the NFC, that's not going to be enough to make the playoffs. You got 13-3, 5 seed. So Doc Sweets, don't know much about him. I know the Rams have a better team. I know the 49ers, and I just think they're not going to do it. They're not going to be able to compete with Be Fine and Mac Daddy. So they got no shot at the division. They pray for the wild card, but I don't even think they'll get that. This is a building season for them. If they can surprise me. But otherwise, Rams, 49ers, out of the picture. Seahawks, Cardinals, it's their division to lose. They'll be fighting for the top of the NFC. Whoever wins that division takes the 1 seed, and one of these 2 teams, I'm going to predict it right now. One of these 2 teams represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. Yeah, prove me wrong. All right, all that said, we got the West, and we're going to move on to the North. The North. This North. Let's start at the bottom. My man Eddie, I got him at 4-12. When I went through these predictions and I had him at 4-12, I was like, how in the hell could I have him at 4-12? Because I know he's solid. I know he's a solid coach, but just when you go game by game, it just falls how you think it's gonna fall, and the guy's 0-3 right now. So what else can I say? I gotta stick by my prediction, right? 4-12. He's 0-3. He's on pace. He's on pace for it, I guess. I know he's a solid coach. I've played him numerous times. I've beaten him. I've tied with him even. So it's just how he strings it together. His division's wide open. I think the top of the division belongs to Walton. I got him going 10-6 and taking the division. He's the most impressive guy I've seen in that division. He's came in, he's beat some guys, he's blown some guys out. I think he started the season off against the Vikings and just demolished them. So there's no way I could give Crazy a heads up over the Bears. The Lions are coached by, well, they were coached by Swag Beats. He had to step down due to some connection issues with his internet. So the new coach has come in, and that's what's the new coach's name? He's Swig. I'm gonna give you. I don't like to give misinformation here. Wiggle Sticks 12. Right. So Wiggle Sticks 12. Don't know anything about him. Just based on his name, I'll keep him with that 4-12 record. You wiggle stick your way to a 4-12 record, all right, Lions. So Crazy at 9-7. That's only a game off of Waltz. I think Crazy's best hope is that the Bears lose to some other teams that they go up against, because I don't think Crazy can compete with him. But he's only a game off, so anything can happen if he wins the rematch. He has a shot, but if he does go 9-7, it's not going to be enough to make the playoffs. So Crazy, you better fight your ass off for that division, because the wild card is going to be a rough one in the NFC. I give it to the Bears. Crazy got to find a way to manufacture something or other than beating the Bears. Got to manufacture something. Always cheering for Crazy. Love that guy. So it'd be nice for him to step up and take the division. But I think Waltz takes it. As we stand right now, the Bears are 2-1. Everybody else is winless in that division. The Packers 0-3, Lions 0-3, Vikings 0-4. So Waltz will take it. Waltz will take the division. It's just a matter of by how big a margin. All right. So that's the North, and that's how I see things shaking out there. And we're going to close out in a way I never thought I would close out in the history of my life. We're going to close out with the NFC South and the division winning Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It slightly pains me. I got to take a sip of this wine here. Hold on. It actually pains me to say this, but I think Tampa Bay Buccaneers, coached by J-Fon, last season somehow, some way, he won too many games. He won too many games off of some BS, right? But all that to the side, I went game by game. I looked at his schedule. I looked at his opponents, and I got him at 10-6. He strikes me as a career 7-9 kind of guy, but I got him at 10-6, and his competition would normally be Jonesy as the Panthers, but Jonesy is gone, and now we have Malibu. Don't know much about him. Matter of fact, Coach Wild of the Saints, new coach. Don't know much about him. MJ Football, this is his second season. He kind of was here and there last season. Can't really judge him. So it's a wide open division, but the way everything looked like it was going to shake out is going to be a highly competitive division. It's going to come out to these top three, J-Fon, Malibu, and Wild, and it just looks like when you factor in the tiebreakers, when you factor in every game that I went through, J-Fon somehow, some way, by the damn luck of his, somehow, some way, he goes 10-6 and he wins the damn division. I tried to recalibrate stuff. It wasn't recalibrating. I got him going 10-6. I got Malibu going 10-6, but I got J-Fon with the tiebreakers taking the division, and Malibu as the runner-up. And actually missing the playoffs. Malibu misses the playoffs because, as you saw, I had the Seahawks coming in second in their division at 13-3, and I had the Redskins coming in second in their division at 11-5. So Malibu at 10-6 misses the playoffs. So this division, they better get, if it falls out the way I'm looking at it falling out, they better get on top of their game, because whoever loses this division, they're gonna have a problem, because the Redskins, the Seahawks, the Cardinals, the Giants, like there's a lot of heat in that NFC. Um, Jay Fon, he knows this team like the back of his hand. He has a horrible quarterback, but he I think he in the offseason got his quarterback LASIK eye surgery, so I think he'll be passing better. Has some solid receivers. He's just built solidly around. The Panthers, previous coach has coached that team up, so they're built pretty damn good. Malibu is no slouch, as I'm told. Um, the Saints are a wild card. I don't really know much about them. No pun intended, wild. Um, so anything can happen. Anything can happen, especially when you're predicting Jay Fon to win a division. Any damn thing can happen. Um, so as it stands right now, I mean, Jay Fon's 3-0. The Bucks are 3-0. The Panthers are 2-1. The Saints are 2-1. The Falcons are 0-3. So everything seems to be falling as expected. We'll see how things go as we get deeper into the season, but it would appear that Jay Fon might be a division winner, much to my chagrin. I'll say that. So all that said, we hit every division. We went over everything, how I saw things shaking out, how I saw things playing out. Like I said, we'll get you a playoff bracket prediction. I'll probably throw that up on the next show to start, just so you can see what things look like. But I'll give you a rundown now, real quick. AFC, 1 seed Browns, 2 seed Titans, 3 seed Chargers, 4 seed Dolphins, 5 seed Steelers, 6 seed Jets. Everybody else, if I ain't name you, you missed the playoffs. NFC, 1 seed Cardinals, 2 seed, who we got? Giants, 3 seed Bucks, 4 seed Bears, 5 seed Seahawks, and 6 seed Redskins. This concludes our season predictions, ladies and gentlemen. I know I have no guests. I know I have no partners in crime, but I just want to present to you how I saw our season shaking out. You might not like it. You might love it. Let us know. Feedback is always appreciated. This show will be dropping on Sunday, February 16th. And as stated previously, we'll do a live show where everybody will get to call in and you'll be on the radio show. That's going to be tentatively scheduled for Thursday evening. We'll reach out to everybody. We'll let everybody know. You can call in, chime in, give your input, and let us know what you think of the predictions, what you think of your season so far, and how everything's shaking out. Ooh. I want to thank you for tuning in. I want to thank you for your participation. And as we build from nothing to where we are, I think we're doing a great job. I think this season versus a couple seasons ago, I think we're progressing in a positive way, and we're gonna do great things going forward, man. I want to shout out to all the UMFL coaches, all the UMFL staff, the UMFC community as a whole, Fusion Football League. That's our other league that's part of our community. Shout out to them, Black Paul and Jerome. Gonna be working on some big things moving forward. And this concludes the season predictions. And I'll see everybody on Thursday at the live show. Keep getting your games in, keep getting them scheduled, and thank you for tuning in, man. Everybody have a blessed day. Love you all. This is RocLo. I'm out. Love me, hate me. Don't give a damn. I love you all. Take it easy.